Hello everybody, it's Balrog Colonel. I've returned with more Balance of Power. And unfortunately, the Balance of Power game seemed to be really buggy because I didn't cover it in my last episode when I tried to initiate the great debate between the Soviet Union and the United States. For some reason, my prestige got all buggy, and I wasn't able to, actually win the game. And despite a severe handicap that the game arbitrarily placed on me, I still did a decent job, so whatever. Yeah, we're going to try this again. Alrighty, so this time we're still going to be the United States of America, only we're going to do it the fun way, because multipolar is really it's really futzy. So let's just focus on the expertise. And now we can look very carefully at the world and admire its delicate but steadfast nature. And in this one, things actually make more sense, and you can start getting alliances with countries that you have good relations with. So that means, yes, it is a reiteration of what I did previously, but this is how you win the game. Yeah, and you can see, and the way you win this game is you look at who your friends are, number one. Number two, how stable are your friends? And is it worth it to invest in them? And it's definitely worth it to invest in Indonesia because they don't have any problems, as I can see so far. And Japan, I'm sure, wants nuclear defense, which is awesome. And the Philippines, we still have the minor oh, wow, you can have nuclear? That is awesome. Let's do it. Okay. Okay. Usually, 1,000 troops should be fine, really. It's a good way to cement my influence in the region. And unfortunately, I am still going to be a jerk and put in 1,000 troops in Taiwan just to be that guy that goes there. Now the Burmese are also in this situation agreeable to the United States, and we should take advantage of that. That's for sure. So, oh, okay, that should be fine. And let's see how much I have left over from the rest of the world. See how much China likes us. I know it would be awesome if I had military bases in China. Let's see if if the Soviet Union agrees with my stance. Oh wow, India is open to trade negotiation. Interesting. I'm gonna go there, man. I'm gonna be the biggest jerk ever. Like I said before, actually, it does matter what you represent in Washington. So let's take a close look. Okay. This also gives you an idea of how powerful you are in general, because it does vary from game to game. So, yeah, North Korea is kind of a lost cause. There's just no way you can possibly. Oh, I have. Oh, okay. That's the Soviet Union being all hoity-toity with its ally. But I'm going to be even hoity-toitier with South Korea. So take that. Thailand. Yeah, Thailand is just way too important in general. So let's just make sure that Thailand is strong and doesn't have any problems with terrorism. Yep. All right. And then we go on to the Middle East. So let's see how Afghanistan's doing. It's usually like I could leave this $20 million just lingering around to help the Mujahideen, but it's probably not worth it. But it might be. I think that it is worth it. So, we can have nuclear relations with Israel. That's always good. You see, in the expert game, you can establish alliances really quickly. And establishing like really strong alliances with governments that aren't going to collapse is very important. Yeah, you know what? No one. I'm not. I'm not going to go there. Maybe I should go there though. You know what? I am going to go there. I'm going to go where no president has ever gone before and see how the Russians feel about that. Iraq. You know what? I'm just going to leave Iraq alone. Jordan, always a close friend, will get all the support it needs to ensure stability in the region. It's also a good like counterweight to everything, Jordan. And Lebanon, let's see how stable this. Ooh. Well, you know what? Oh, I might destabilize this country. Conventional defense. If I put enough pressure on like Jordan, it should like if I put enough effort into like reinforcing Jordan and like Israel, then Lebanon should follow suit, really. It's always important to be friends with Pakistan. Even with today's, knowledge of what's going on in the world, I mean, come on, it only makes sense in this topsy-turvy world to have someone who's an insider. And Saudi Arabia. The Saudis, let's kick it up a notch. Give them some military hardware. Syrians, well, they're not in any mood to cooperate right now, so I'm not going to go there. And the Turks, you know what? I think that's actually okay. Africa is kind of futzy, but we can make it work. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? Let's try to be friends with Algeria. How unstable are? Oh, they're very unstable. Well, it just means I'll have to invest deeply into them as much as I can, really. Yeah, that should be fine. Angola, I know that they're not going to be very friendly towards me. Ooh, and he's not capitalizing on their typically very good relations. So, okay, they had a revolution in Zaire, or Democratic Republic of the Congo. So, okay, they like us. Okay, let's see how much they like us. They like us a decent amount. So that's fine. Let's prop up this government as much as we can, and then we can destabilize its neighbors that we don't neighbors that we don't like. So like Angola. So let's. Oh, I can't even. Oh, that's because I didn't put in for any in Zaire, probably. Yep. Okay. Fortify this. Let's overthrow the Angolan regime. And let's see. Well, we should probably help them. Yeah, you know what, Botswana? Let's be on the side of Botswana. Yeah, that should be good. Burkina Faso, whatever. Don't care. Cameroon. Central Africa. Kind of friends with the Soviet Union. Chad. Ooh, Chad is really our friend. And they're in a lot of trouble. So let's make sure. Oh, okay, all right, we can be successful. We can defend our friends and look like awesome Americans in the defense of democracy. And of course, I'm going to have to challenge the Soviets on their policy of giving $400 million to the opposition, but that's okay, in, guns, but whatever. I'll get to it when I feel like it. And that's just going to disintegrate anyway. How's our good old ally Egypt? Ooh, okay, let's make sure that we're always friends with Egypt. And Ethiopia... Ethiopia is not our friend. But I don't think we should fund the insurgency, honestly. I think that that's a mixed message. Let's give them economic aid, but fund their insurgency. Yeah, kind of very contradictory. Not sure who came up with that decision. Okay, for some reason Ghana has a civil war going on. Let's see if we can make things... Ouch. Ouch indeed. I might have to overthrow Ghana because that... You see, you gotta look at opportunities. Like, opportunities to solidify influence in this world is very important. So let's be more cautious about how we deal with... Okay, so... Guinea... it's probably worth defending, honestly. Like, they're only financing like $20 million, and I'm sure that I could probably like force them to say no, and they only have a minor scuffle going on, so let's just load them up the best I can, and there we go. Alright. I'll think about Ghana later. Let's see how the Ivory Coast feels about us first. Minor guerrilla war. Okay. You see, the problem is that people just want, like, military bases with me. Ugh. And I have trade relations with them. Yeah, it's probably worth it to solidify the Ivory Coast in. I would be the wackiest president ever, but I would get things done, man. Seriously. I would make sure that we that we had democracies in the world and less totalitarian states. And now here comes the, the most controversial thing that my presidency will ever do. And that's sending rebels into Angola and Ghana. I'm sure it'll go over well, right? Just like everything else that we do. Kenya. How's Kenya doing? Oh, wow. Kenya likes us. Well, I like you guys a lot. Oh, but I guess you guys don't like me that much. Let's see how stable you are. You're not that stable. You're pretty fragile. You know what? I'm just gonna step back a little bit. In Libya, our most hated... the most hated. Let's see. Well, you know what? Whatever. I don't really care. Mali. Why do they want to fund the insurgency so badly? Do they really want to be friends with us? Oh, they do. Well, totally. I'm all over that then. Let's support their government. Alright, well, you know, it's easier just to make these videos with 15 minutes in mind, so, you know, I'll continue this next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye now.